Hello, hello. Welcome to Storytime. It's me, Josh. Today we're going to be reading Disney's Winnie the Pooh. It's titled, I'm Really Sorry. It's good to apologize if you ever make mistakes. Lessons from the Hundred-Acre Wood. We're going to find out what this story is about, what kind of lessons, what kind of messages we can take from this story today. I love Winnie the Pooh. Do you? Yeah? Oh, awesome. Here we go. Get comfortable, get ready wherever you are. We're about to delve into story time. That's right, here we go. On the first warm, sunny day of spring, Pooh decided it was perfect visiting weather. So off he went to Piglet's house. Hello, anybody home? He called, knocking on the door. I'm home, cried Piglet. There's Piglet popping out through the tree there. Hello. Piglet joined Pooh outside. I'm on my way to visit friends today, said Pooh. Would you like to come along? I'd love to, replied Piglet, clapping his hands. Where shall we go first? Clapping away there. Perhaps we should visit Rabbit first, said Pooh, thinking about the lovely beehive in Rabbit's tree. The two friends turned down the path to Rabbit's house. It was then that they heard a loud boing. Who do you think that boing might be? Tigger? Yeah. Tigger's my favourite, just so you know. Who's your favourite? Whoa! Winnie the Pooh's, we got Piglets, Tigger as well. Awesome. Cool. Boing, boing, boing. Hey there, buddy boys, called Tigger. Where are you twos going? Twoses. Where are you twoses going? Means where are you two going? To Rabbits, said Pooh. That's a wonderful idea, declared Tigger. Can I come too? Certainly, replied Pooh, pointing towards Rabbit's house. Look, there's Rabbit now. He's hard at work in his garden, said Piglet. You can see Rabbit up the back there, working away in the garden. Tigger is an energetic fellow, and Piglet was right, for there stood Rabbit in the middle of his field, and around him were rows and rows of neatly piled dirt, all ready for planting carrot seeds and flowers. Good thing we came for a visit, said Pooh. Now Rabbit can take a rest, added Piglet. I'll bounce right over and say hello, cried Tigger. Uh-oh. Tigger bouncing on his bouncy tail. Hoo hoo hoo, long ears, Tigger shouted, bouncing higher and higher. But as he bounced, mud flew everywhere, soon all over Rabbit's neat rows. They were one big muddy mess. Tigger, Rabbit shouted, look what you've done. I was just being friendly, announced Tigger. Then he flashed Rabbit a big grin. Aren't you glad to see me? What? Stammered Rabbit angrily. Poor Rabbit's trying to work and plant the garden, but Tigger wrecked it all by bouncing through. Rabbit turned on his heels, went into his house and slammed the door tight. Hey, what happened? Asked Tigger, looking at his friends. Piglet and Pooh just stared at Tigger sadly. Oh bother, I believe what Rabbit's trying to tell you, Tigger, is that, well, you've made a big mess out there, said Pooh. But I was just bouncing. Bouncing is what Tiggers do best, you know? He's talking to Pooh and Piglet there. Piglet and Pooh didn't say a word. They just watched as Tigger sputtered and stammered and bounced all around them. Finally, he hung his head. Oh, this is ridiculous. What should I do? He asked. Let me think, said Pooh, pacing up and down, but it was Piglet who had an idea. He told Tigger about it. That should do it, buddy boy, declared Tigger with a smile. First, Tigger picked up one of Rabbit's gardening tools. Then Piglet and Pooh each took one too. Working together, they straightened out the rows until everything was as neat as before. Then they planted carrot seeds. "Now for the final toucheroo," said Tigger, as the three friends came to the last few rows. Then he bounced and he bounced, and each time he bounced, his tail made a hole in the ground. Clever. So they can plant the seeds, eh? Yeah. In every hole Tigger made with his bouncy tail, Piglet and Pooh planted colourful flowers. Oh, so they're planting flowers, not seeds. So they're already grown. Tigger stood back and looked at the garden. "Splendiferous," he declared. "Better than before. We can go now. Let's visit Al." Well, I say splendiferous. That's one of my favourite words. And I've actually forgotten that Tigger said it. Maybe that's why it's deep in my brain from when I was a little kid watching this show and reading these books. Isn't that cool? Splendiferous. It's a good word. You want to say splendiferous with me? Splendiferous. Oh, awesome. Or in other words, splendiferous. As Tigger turned to leave, Piglet rushed up to his friend. "Tigger, wait!" cried Piglet. "Now what?" asked Tigger. Piglet had another idea. "Just tell Rabbit you're sorry," Piglet explained. "Say I'm sorry? But we fixed the garden," moaned Tigger. "Besides, Rabbit doesn't want to talk to me." "But saying you're sorry is the right thing to do," said Pooh. "But I didn't mean to hurt anything," said Tigger. "I was just being friendly and bouncing. That's what Tiggers do." Pooh and Piglet didn't say a word. Pooh shuffled his feet. Piglet wiggled his ears. He makes a good point, and it's always nice to still say sorry, eh? Finally, Tigger said, "All right, if it makes you happy." He knocked on Rabbit's door. Rabbit opened the door just a tiny little bit. "What do you want?" he asked in a not too friendly voice. "I'm sorry," croaked Tigger. But Rabbit could tell he didn't mean it. "Never mind, just go away," said Rabbit, shutting the door. Could tell that he was just saying it for the sake of saying it, as opposed to actually meaning it. Seeing the hurt look on Rabbit's face, Tigger blurted out, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, I was just trying to be friendly." Tigger took a deep breath. "I am very, very, very sorry. Really, 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 Rabbit." Even Rabbit couldn't help but smile. As he slowly opened the door, Rabbit could see the neatly planted rows of flowers. "Who did this?" asked a very surprised Rabbit. "Me, of course," said Tigger proudly, "with a few helpers." "Thank you for fixing my garden," Rabbit said, smiling, "and for saying you were sorry." "Any time," offered Tigger. Tigger," said Rabbit, "you meant well, but next time, do your bouncing somewhere else." As all the friends laughed, Tigger turned to Pooh and Piglet. "Gee, saying I'm sorry is kind of special, isn't it?" said Tigger. That must be why. Tiggers say it best." Well, there you go. A lesson a day, Pooh's way. Saying you're sorry is the right thing to do. It's very true. If you ever make mistakes, we all make mistakes. But it's learning from them and growing and becoming a better person from those. And if you ever make mistakes, sometimes those people that are affected by those mistakes, you need to find them and you need to say, "I'm sorry." But it's important to say sorry and do your best to make up for the mistakes you made. That's the best that you can do. Alrighty. Bye for now, but definitely not forever. I'll be back with another story very, very, very soon. If you like this channel, if you like this channel, if you like these stories, please subscribe. Click that bell below. I'll be back with another story very soon. Alrighty, I'm Josh. This is Storytime. Thanks so much for reading Disney's Winnie the Pooh. I'm really sorry. And I'm sorry for stuffing up a couple of times, stuffing the words up in there. But I hope you still enjoyed it. Okay. Bye 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 bye.